Stop stockpiling knowledge. It is why you achieve less. The spy's power lies in learning remarkably little, only the essential, and using it with immediate, brutal efficiency. Their method is to define a clear mission, acquire only the precise intelligence needed, and then instantly apply it. Forget vast foundations. Master the art of the single, well-placed tool for maximum impact. Let us break down this targeted approach. Think of it as a 4-step cycle, continuously refined. First, define the mission with extreme clarity. What is the one specific outcome you must achieve? Not a vague goal such as getting better at marketing, but rather something sharp, for instance, to increase signups from this specific channel by 10% in 3 weeks. A spy does not just wander into enemy territory. They have a target, a timeline, a measure of success. This sharp definition is not just for planning, it is a learning filter. Science tells us your brain is a pattern-matching machine. Give it a clear target, and it starts to see relevant information everywhere. Vague goals lead to vague learning. A precise mission dictates precise learning needs. Ask yourself, what single piece of knowledge, or what one skill, if acquired right now, would most directly lead to mission success? Isolate it. Everything else, for now, is noise. The power of this step is its enforced discipline. It forces you to choose, to prioritize, to say no. Most learning fails, not from lack of effort, but from lack of focus. A clear target is the ultimate learning accelerator. The spy knows, mission first, knowledge second, but only the knowledge that serves the mission. Second, acquire the critical knowledge with surgical precision. Once the mission dictates the need, seek the most direct path to that knowledge. This is not about reading 10 books. It might be about reading 1 chapter, watching 1 specific tutorial, or talking to 1 expert for 30 minutes. Think minimum effective dose. What is the smallest amount of information that will get you to a point of action? Spies do not have time for leisurely study. They need actionable intelligence now. This means you actively pull information towards your problem, rather than passively receiving it. This is where the science of learning becomes your ally. Our working memory is limited. Trying to absorb too much, too fast, is like overfilling a small cup. It spills. By targeting only essential information, you respect this cognitive limit. You make it easier for your brain to encode and process. The aim is not to become an encyclopedia, but a specialist for the task at hand. Avoid the temptation to go down rabbit holes. If it does not directly serve the mission defined in the first step, it is a detour. Be ruthless. The spy values speed and relevance over comprehensiveness. They need to know how to disarm this specific trap, not every trap ever conceived. This focused acquisition makes learning feel less daunting and more manageable. It builds momentum. Third, deploy your new knowledge immediately and intensely. This is where the spy's method diverges most sharply from traditional learning. Knowledge unapplied is knowledge that decays fast. The moment you grasp a concept or a technique, you must use it. Do not wait until you feel ready. You will never feel perfectly ready. Spies operate in conditions of uncertainty and imperfection. They test their assumptions and skills in the real world, or the closest possible simulation, instantly. If you learned a new sales technique, make a call. If you learned a coding snippet, implement it. If you learned a negotiation tactic, try it. This immediate application does several crucial things. It transforms abstract knowledge into concrete experience. Science shows that active recall and application forge much stronger neural pathways than passive review. You are literally rewiring your brain for that skill. It also provides immediate feedback. Did it work? What happened? This feedback is gold. It tells you what to adjust, what to refine. Learning is not complete until it has been tested by reality. The discomfort of immediate application is a feature, not a bug. It is the heat that forges the steel. Spies cannot afford to carry theoretical knowledge. They need proven skills. Each small deployment, each test, builds not just competence, but also confidence. It is the fastest path to mastery. Action is the great clarifier. Fourth, conduct a ruthless review and then discard the irrelevant. After every mission, after every deployment of new knowledge, the spy assesses. What worked? What did not? Critically, what information was truly essential and what was superfluous? This is not just about lessons learned. It is about actively decluttering your mental toolkit. The science of memory tells us that forgetting is as important as remembering. By consciously identifying and discarding information that proved unnecessary or ineffective for that specific mission, you strengthen the recall of what truly matters. You make space. You refine your ability to discern signal from noise for the next time. Most people hoard information. They keep every note, every article, every idea just in case it might be needed later. This creates mental clutter. It slows you down. The spy travels light. They keep what is proven effective and discards the rest. This is not about forgetting forever. You can always reacquire information if a future mission demands it. But for your active mental toolkit, keep only the sharpest, most effective tools. The goal is not to accumulate, but to refine. This continuous cycle of focused learning, immediate application, and ruthless review creates a powerful upward spiral of competence. It is about getting better, faster, by doing less, but doing it with extreme intention. Ask yourself, what did I actually use? What produced the result? What was dead weight? Be honest and brutal in your answers, as your future speed depends on it. This spy-inspired framework is not about espionage tricks. It is about a fundamental shift in how you approach learning and skill acquisition in any field. It is about recognizing that your time and attention are your most precious resources. It is about understanding that true expertise is not knowing everything, but knowing the right things and using them effectively. You do not need another productivity hack. You need a more intelligent filter. Stop drowning in information. The world does not need more people who know a lot. It needs people who can do a lot with what they know. At its heart, this method is about impact. It is about moving from passive consumption to active creation and application. It is about learning with purpose, on demand, and with immediate effect. The world does not reward knowing. It rewards doing. Stop hoarding information. Become lethal with less. Your mission defines your knowledge. Your action defines your results.